Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and I'm on my Rad Mini e-bike, and I'm taking my DJI Mini 2, and we're going to go film a construction site that I've been wanting to film for, well, several weeks now, and I've missed some of the action, but anyway, we've set time aside, and we're going to go get that taken care of today. And I have to start early in the morning because well, for one thing, I'm trying to miss the heavy traffic, but also it gets warm in the daytime, later in the day. But I will tell you a nighttime airplane flying story, which I have been doing recently in my videos, and I still got a few more to go. But I don't think I've told this one before, so I'll start on this one. My wife's parents lived in Lewiston, Idaho, and we lived in Pasco, Washington, and that was about 100 miles apart. And they had a pickup and camper that we would often borrow, and we would go camping in it, and my wife always wanted to go to the ocean. So this one year, I think it was in the springtime, we borrowed it, and what happened is we'd go over in the plane, she'd drive the camper back, I'd fly the plane back, and the kids would always ride in the camper because that's a lot more fun than riding in an airplane. So anyway, we went to the ocean, spent quite a few days there, and then it's time to go home. And so we took the camper back the same way we got it. My wife would drive it from Pasco to Lewiston, and I'd fly my plane. And so it wasn't a very good weather that day. And by the way, there's the construction site we're going to film. And so as I flew toward the Blue Mountains, I could see there were thunderclouds in the area, and it was getting darker and darker because of when we started. So as I approached the mountains, it was dark. And I knew there were thunderstorms, but all of a sudden, in front of my face, this big, huge lightning strike, which looked like the bottom half of a stick man. It struck two places, and the legs went out to the right and the left, and then it went on up to the clouds. And the funny thing is when that happened, I had no idea. Oh, we're going to take off now, and so I'll finish the story here as we take off. I had no idea where I was because I was blinded when that lightning hit in a pitch black, and there's no lights inside the cockpit. And so I was blinded, and for, I don't know, maybe 10, 15, 20 seconds, I wasn't keeping track. I was just a little concerned because it really blinded me. Eventually, I just kept going the same direction and everything. And eventually, I began to be able to see the instruments, and that's when I decided I'm going to turn around. So I turned around, and they went ahead and went to Lewiston in the pickup and camper, and I turned around and went home and went back and picked them up the next day. So anyway, that's my flying story, and so now we're going to take a look at this construction site. My wife said that somebody was guessing that this was going to be a Sonic little restaurant, where you drive up and park, and they come out and take your order and bring it back and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's what it is or not. It kind of looks to me, from the frame of the cinder block construction, it looks to me like something you could drive through. Maybe it's like a drive-through car wash or something. But there's already two car washes within a half a mile. In fact, there's one about maybe 1,000 feet away from this one. So I'm not too sure about that. But it definitely is. It's long and narrow, and off to the side there's another building of cinder block on both sides, as a matter of fact. And before earlier, I wanted to get over and get a video of that. They buried those long, like 20-foot diameter culvert type tubes that when it rains and floods, well, then it goes into those tubes. and that might be the top of one way up there at the top of the screen, top of the screen. I don't know, but definitely confusing because well, it could be a Sonic's hamburger joint. My wife says it's her wishful thinking, but anyway, so I've got another nighttime story I could tell, but we are running out of time, so I'll save that for another video. And by the way, I think I've told it before, a long time ago, of something similar to the lightning strike, but I'll save that for another video. And you can see the dust control is important around here, so that's why that guy with the hose is wetting down everything, because actually they got laws to keep the dust down. You can't even you can't even run an RC car on a dusty path or dusty playground. That's against the law. You have to run an RC car on the grass or something like that. My son learned that when we came to Spokane. So anyway, we're going to find out what this was, and I'll keep you posted, and we'll come back and look at it probably again at least one time. And it's right next to a construction site that I followed, it's got to be maybe a year ago. And by the way, look at all the white tubes underneath of those, underneath that run around between those two paths. That would be a good sign that there's going to be a drive-through car wash there. I don't know why all the water tubes. But anyway, so I'm going to pan up here, and if you've been following my videos, you'll see where I filmed the construction off and on of that building that's just coming into view up there at the top, and that dirt area there that is between them, that's where they've got those big 20-foot diameter tubes buried for that building. So we have problems with flash floods around here. Well, anyway, and way off in the distance there was some construction I want to film. So as I come in to land here on my little cardboard landing pad, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I always enjoy making them. In fact, that's one of the things that keeps me out of trouble. Keeps me busy, is making these videos. So there he just landed, and we're back home, and it's time to pick everything up and head home. So I want to thank you for watching my videos, and God bless from old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com.